What's up, my good smelling people, Ify here. In this video I want to bring forward a fragrance that has been reviewed on YouTube a couple of times, but in my opinion it did not receive the proper attention, and in my opinion it is a hidden gem because it is cheap, it has good performance, it smells good, and it is a Rasasi. The fragrance I'm talking about, guys, is Rasasi Dhanal Oudh Nashwah. I don't know exactly what that is supposed to mean, but I believe that at some point, if I keep reviewing these Oriental Arabic fragrances, at some point I'm going to learn Arabic. Let me first show you the presentation, because this bottle has quite some presentation. Okay guys, so the box in which this perfume came is not exactly a box, but more like a parchment paper wrapped up. It is all made out of wood. Inside the box you will find this little 40 ml perfume bottle, and this is currently the only size available for Rasasi Dhanal Oudh Nashwah. Now the bottle, at first sight you will think that it has some kind of poison inside it. If it had a skull printed on the bottle, you would have doubts if it should smell what's inside or stay away from the bottle. The cap is again made out of wood. The only bad aspect of the presentation is the sprayer, the atomizer. So let's now talk about the most important factor of a fragrance, the scent. And I have to give you a quick warning here. Do not smell this fragrance from the atomizer, because I'm going to be straight here and I'm going to say that it's going to smell like horse shit. I don't know what Dhanal Oudh means, but I did have another one from Rasasi called Dhanal Oudh Nashwah or something like that. I'm gonna put the bottle right here. That one also smelled like shit when smelled up close or straight from the atomizer. So what I suggest, you just spray yourself on paper. Do not smell it when it's dried down on the atomizer. But in the air, guys, it is beautiful. When it opens up, this fragrance is really smoky and a burnt wood smell. And I'm also getting the smell of fruits, but not fresh fruits like you get in modern fragrances. This is kind of a dry fruit, smoked dry fruit smell. This with the burnt wood mixed up with a honey sweetness, which is not too powerful, creates this kind of mysterious, dark. When I smelled this one, at first, I found it to be quite similar to Gucci Pour Homme 1. Of course, it is not as complex and as rich as this one, because this one, Gucci Pour Homme, has a lot of notes. But they both have that incensey church kind of a smell. This one is more spicy and it has the oud, and this one is more like a bit boozy and also has vanilla. But getting back to our Oudh Nashwah, the smell doesn't really change. I mean, smokiness kind of settles down and becomes more spicy, but the burnt wood smell is still there. So if you like the smell in the opening, you will enjoy it until the end, because as I said, it doesn't change too much. What I like about this fragrance perfectly represents what Oriental fragrances smell like, and also gives you a slight idea about the Middle Eastern culture. You know that they like sweet things, they like wood, they like incense. And like I said, this is not a very strong fragrance, even though it lingers on the skin for quite a while, around 10 hours, and the projection, even though it's not very strong, it will stick with you until the end. That's why I would have to say that even though this fragrance is more suited to be worn during winter, you could rock it during fall with no problem. And you know what else? I see this one as a clubbing fragrance, as it does draw attention. And when smelled from distance, if you don't go with a partner that is going to hug you or kiss you on the neck, then this one is perfect for drawing attention. I also see it like going out in the town center, the old town center. Definitely not for the office. As age group, I would say that people starting 20 years could rock this. I don't see many young people liking oud, and this is not actually the safest oud around. As far as compliments go and people's reactions, as I said, this fragrance, as long as you keep the distance, you will get noticed in a good way. But if the person you like will get close to you and smell you, maybe you're going to get lucky. But if he or she doesn't like this one, and the next time you put it on, he or she is going to remember the smell, and it's not going to be a pleasant experience. They're most likely going to say that they're not liking the fragrance or that you smell bad, but what they actually mean is that you smell like shit. That was it, guys. Until the next video, keep smelling great.